course, RevNet goes live when we go live.
He did that yesterday too. And he had like 40 viewers. Well, hello everyone. See, we're on the big screen now.
Oh, are we up? Okay. I gotta add. Can't even watch my own.
And Harrison better
That's
rate
true.
us.
Yeah, I think Harry will rate us. Nice. We'll just wait for people to trickle in and then we can, I guess, get into the first game. Oh, they're not in game yet anyway, so it's fine.
So everyone, welcome to I think the first match of the quarterfinals, right? LukasL versus Ezad. Or no, there were two of them yesterday.
This is quarterfinals. Yeah, you're right. It was the semis that was yesterday because Ezad was, I think, away.
I see.
Yeah.
Did you catch any of that A's versus Gig series?
Oh,
I only
man.
watched a few games.
I
but
was
it's crazy.
just finishing watching it. I'm on the halfway through the last game. Yeah, there were a few good ones. I think my favorite from that series was the France v China game. I don't know if you saw that, but that was a really good game.
I think I caught a bit of that, yeah.
I won't spoil it, but
okay.
It was I wasn't sure who was going to win, and I was quite surprised.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch that carefully. It's such a treat. CA's play. Finally, a non-Brit cast. Yeah, I guess that counts. To me, as an American, Lop is still kind of Brit adjacent, but he'd probably.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Not like
I don't know why
that.
everyone says that. Like all the British just say like Aussies are just like rip off Brits. I've never heard that, but I guess maybe that's what the rest of the world thinks.
I mean, from my perspective, you're a Commonwealth country.
That's true. Yeah, we're the better British. Although I don't think we like to be aligned with the Brits.
These are just Brits who went to jail. Yeah, classic. Do you know my hello?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, Barabas 3000. Hello. We're going to be getting started in just a sec, guys. I think our players are ready. Lucas is finishing his meal. Yeah.
Shall we introduce the first matchup?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so it's on the screen. We've got Lucas playing one of his mains, Dakota, and Ezad's China. And this is on Siberia as well.
Yeah, so Lop and I were talking before the match. Siberia is an interesting map for this because you do have the 3 TP stagecoach line on the side, but you also have an outpost in base.
Yeah, so it could be like an easy FF for China, which is maybe why Ezad chose it. But I think maybe Lucas was thinking more like it's just an easy stagecoach. So yeah, clash of strategies.
Now, I'm trying to remember what I know about both of these players. I think of Ezad as being able to play pretty much any Civ. He doesn't stream so much nowadays, but that's what I remember. Does that sound right to you, Lop?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
He's very well-rounded.
Yeah, he's good at pretty much everything he touches, right? He just has that knack.
That knack, yeah.
I haven't seen Lucas play too much, but I know Dakota is one of his mains. Do you know much else?
No, I don't. I think he used to play a lot more than he does these days. Evidently, still pretty good. By the way, guys, LukasL saying starting now, so we should be getting into the game in just a moment.
All right. I feel like Lucas is a player who's I don't think I've seen him like take a break, but he doesn't play very often. Like he'll do like a few games every week or something. But who did he beat last series? I thought it was an upset.
Let's see here. Lucas beat Frontline 4-3. Yeah, I'd agree. That does seem like an upset.
I would say that's an upset. I don't
Harrison,
think I
thanks
catch
for the
this
raid.
news.
Just in time. We're getting into game 1 here.
Huge. I
Do
think
we
it
know what the
should be
lobby's called?
called. We've been
It should
I've
be.
been told ESOC Lobby A.
Yeah, I did find the lobby. LukasL's Spiel is what it was called. I didn't know Lucas is
Spiel.
German. Now I do.
Yeah, well, they're both German.
Well,
I don't think it's called ESOC Lobby A. It's. Did you say it was LukasL?
if you just search Lucas in the bar front, I think you should find it. That's what I did. I think
Oh.
if you just hit observe, it's fine. That's what I did.
Yeah, or just click join game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know why that password thing comes up. It's never meant anything.
Lop, you're getting roasted for wearing a coat inside. I don't know. I think Australia is far enough south in many places it gets cold, right?
It's actually kind of cold at the moment, guys. Like, we're not in summer. We're just coming out of winter. It's like just hit spring, and it's been like kind of warm recently, but today it was like raining and freezing. So everyone forgets that we have like opposite seasons down here. Anyway, I think we're in the game. Yeah, okay, well, we're over here on Siberia. Over here in the north, we've got LukasL playing Lakota. And then down in the south, we've got Ezad's China. What do you think of this matchup, Horse Speed?
Gosh, it feels Lakota favored to me. I don't know. Maybe the outpost and bases can change that, but I feel like you need to be outplaying Lakota a little bit to hold H2 aggression. Kind of what I think. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, we're both kind of Lakota mains, so I feel like we've got a good idea of how this kind of works. And I think if Lakota can do enough damage in H2, he'll be fine to maybe do like or just stay in H2. But if China can get away freely with like an age up, yeah, I think that'll really be where the game's decided. The game's a bit slow. Do we want to do the rec or just stick with it?
Wait, Frontovic, are you on 60 FPS? I hopped in the game too, just out of curiosity, and 60 FPS is doing good things for me.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, let's see how 60 does.
Oh,
That looks better. Sweet.
all right. Let's go.
Is that the first time we fixed an FPS issue?
Oh, it's always so good when it works well. Okay, that's gonna set us up for a great cast, hopefully. Yeah, I hope everyone in chat's happy with that. So yeah, we can keep casting now. We're a minute in, and yeah, it looks like Lucas is going for a market start, which is really nice for Lakota. I think that's exactly the opening they should do. They need to try get that TP, so he's got to try find a wood treasure, I believe. Is that what he's doing? No, he's got
Yeah.
coin. That's fine as well. Of course, he'll trade for it. So great start from Lucas.
That's the other thing I was going to say about this map. There's some. I think this map can have 100 wood. I'm not sure if it actually has it 100% of the time, but yeah, some nice treasures around.
Yeah, okay. Let's check decks. It looks like 3 vills are coming in for Lakota. What else has he got going for him? Yeah,
Oh,
it looks
I like the TP card, but that's the least important thing here. Go ahead.
I like the TP card as well if it's like a 30-minute game. But yeah, it looks like a standard rush thing. Has all the age to unit cards. Has 600 wood, so that tells me he wants to make units as well. 13 bison, so he's definitely like rigging up for like a long H2 it seems. But he also has the option to go into H3. He's got 700 coin and lots of H3 shipments. 4 rifle riders. You don't see that very often. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, poor Rider. That's fascinating.
Okay,
Maybe
China.
Oh yeah, let's have a look. That looks pretty standard to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not too well versed in China, but he's got the 3 unit shipments in H2, which is pretty standard. That's going to be nice to hold any Lakota timings, I'm sure. And he's got 600 coin as well, so maybe I don't know if you want what he's going to use that for, but I think we'll just see a standard FF, but could be wrong. He's got a TP as well, so that seems to point FF.
Yeah.
I like the Rattan shields as well, the 10 Rattan shields.
It's a scary shipment, yeah. I mean, I don't think this is what we're going to see, but you could really play a long H2 with this China deck. Oftentimes, if you're just going to FF, you see a few cards less in H2. So we'll see what Ezad does.
Yeah, all right. That looks like a 80 wood treasure. That would be nice for China to get. Might help him with like another 70 wood treasure. Might help him with like another village or something. He's saving a shipment, so I think he's probably just gonna. Did he send an H1 shipment? Can we check?
He
It's
sent
China.
the T export.
He
I
sent
imagine,
TX,
right?
so he's already got a second one. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, perhaps he got a XP treasure or something.
Yeah, he must have. Okay, so Summer Palace going down. Look at it's going up with the chief, so that's 400 wood.
Yeah, does Dakota have Vills out on the map anywhere? Okay, yeah, he does. Building War Hut by the TP that he took.
Oh yeah. So he's built a TP, but his war chief is run all the way back to base. I don't know if he's gonna try and get that second one or.
Yeah, I think he got the middle one first because he wanted to get the next one. So yeah, this is just straight up what you and I both thought Lucas is going to do. It's going to be a War Hut TP build.
Yeah, I like this. So yeah, he's gonna ship 700 wood. He's gonna be floating quite a bit of wood, so he might want to like maybe make a stable as well, because he gets 400 wood from the age up, which will already get him another TP and stagecoach.
Ezad, by the way, has scouted the War Hut. The Explorer just barely walked into War Hut range and got poked by an arrow, so he knows what's coming.
Oh, that's so good. So lucky for Ezad.
Yeah.
Just to know that that pressure may be coming. I mean, I'm sure Ezad kind of has an idea of what Lakota's going to do here, but that's reassuring for him to know where that, yeah, that war hut is.
Yeah.
7 step riders.
That's interesting. I guess his thought is to go raid Lakota as soon as possible, and then the map is so big, it becomes hard to both pressure and not lose eco.
Yeah, I like this. And actually, he's shipping 700 wood afterwards, and he's got the blockhouse. So this tells me age 2, right? Like, I think if he can, like, idle Lakota a bit, run around, maybe siege a TP and just distract Lakota and throw Lucas off all his timings, I think that could be quite nice. And yeah, he's making units, so I don't know. China in age 2, I think is quite underrated. It definitely has potential. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I feel like I've not seen anybody play H2 China aside from like Minimolt. And that's like Minimolt plays H2 a lot. He also does a Dutch Halb thing. So I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, I think A's actually played H2 China. I don't know if it was against Giggs or his opponent before, but it worked out for him quite well, although he did have water. So we'll see what Ezad can pull off here. Is he going to get a Vil? He does. That's
One
so
Vil.
nice. And he's got to force the 4 Axe Rider shipment to come all the way back to base. If he can,
That feels great for China.
if Lakota can pick up all these Step Riders, I think that'll be worth it. But we've got Keshiks as well.
Yeah, there they are. Um, Keep in mind, everyone, step riders do trade poorly versus other heavy cav. But yeah, now we got a reinforcing batch of cav, and wow, oh, this is terrible. All of his villas basically getting idled.
Yeah,
Is
wow.
he gonna
This
lose
is like,
another?
yeah, at least. Oh, yeah, he does. Wow, this is. Oh, and he's forced Lucas on berries. This is great for Ezad. Keep in mind, Lucas looks like he's got stagecoach. He's got the 3 TPs, but just keeping Lucas in his base is like what China wants. And it might get him a free age up here, but he's shipping the pikemen, so it looks like he wants to stage too.
This would feel. I'm imagining being in Lucas's position. That would feel so bad. So he is getting the third TP though. So one thing he's got going for him, the club sieged it down.
Yeah, dude, when you're rushing, it's always so frustrating having to like not do what you want to do and like go back to your base to like catch a raid. Like all you want to do is just be in your opponent's base, killing vills and idling and sieging stuff. You don't want to be like running back to your base from your FB. It's really frustrating. So I understand where Lucas is in, and I think this is really nice for that.
I wonder whether one reason why Lucas picked Lakota on this map is the thought that Siberia is huge and open, and that should be a Lakota. It should make it a strong map for Lakota, but Ezad's kind of turning that against him with his early rating. We've got
Yeah.
maybe a fight here. No, Ezad's gonna back up.
I don't know. I think this would be a good fight for Ezad. He's got just lots of units. He doesn't really have any like Chukanu, which could be a problem. But looks like Lucas wants to take a fight here. He's pushing this Explorer, and Ezad might decide to go in. He's got a few vills that could be in danger, but he's gonna garrison those, which is nice. I don't think Lucas wants to take a fight here. Not under Blockhouse and TC Fire and all those units.
No, certainly not. Yeah, I think the goal should just be to contain. But look at this. The Step Riders are going to go off raiding again. And yeah, Blockhouse and TC are going to make that okay. Oh, and of course, we have the outpost in base from Siberia as well.
I think that's on the other side of China's base, so it looks like it might not get pushed under.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lucas really just wants his stagecoach eco to kind of like really kick into overdrive, and he can just use that eco advantage to just scale in H2. But if he keeps getting idled, yeah, can we check Lakota's base? Oh, he's not gonna lose any vills.
Oh, because there are clubs there. I see. He left some behind. Okay.
Oh, that's so smart. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, so the blockhouse looks like it's gonna go down, and the thing is, China split half its army, so like Lakota can do damage here. He's just got to keep in mind that China's other cav is going to be coming back, and well, Miniman gets pops, maybe a bit premature.
Yeah, despite the fact Lucas is technically down 1k score, I don't know. Chetons are just so good, and as long as he can keep them alive, they should shred the army.
It's exactly
okay, the cav is here.
As long as he keeps them alive, he'll be fine. But there's a lot of cav.
The club count is kind of low. He needs to keep those horses off of the Chetons. That's his win condition.
Man. And they're just getting picked off right now. Like, Ezad's doing a good job of keeping his cav alive and just picking off those clubs. And I mean, a lot of them have gone down, and there's reinforcing clubs coming back in. So, I mean, the Seedon are just shooting. Like, the damage from these guys is really nice for Lucas. But there's still units on the field for Ezad.
Hard to say. I think Ezad's done it. That was a favorable trade. Yeah, Lakota's going to get cleaned here.
Yeah, that was great for China. Reinforcing batch from the Summer Palace as well. Just going to nail in the coffin. I don't think it's over yet. Like, Lakota still has eco behind this, but man, it sucks losing like all those like shipments that you've just sent. And it's going to take a while to get that unit count back up, especially if he only has a Warhide making units. Has he like added a stable? Can we check his perspective? By now, Dakota definitely wants to have added a stable. So it looks like he's all on food. He might want to diversify into like adding some cav for sure.
Yeah, that's like a classic way you can go wrong with Dakota. You really do want to have a corral, if only to make China think about what your comp is going to be, even if you don't make any cav out of it. Okay, he's just putting one down next to the war hut.
Okay. To call the soldiers in now. Looks like Lucas wants to push a fight here. There's lots of Chuganu though. I don't think Lucas can really take this fight. He wants to fight under the war hut as well, so maybe he's trying to bait Ezad in.
Yeah, he's got the TP there too, which is good. That's a plus 10% HP.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, I think this is looking really good for Ezad, and as long as he doesn't take a bad fight, he should be good from here.
Yeah, this
But
is nice for
that's famous
China.
last words against Lakota.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if it goes long enough, Lucas is going to be looking at that TC big button, and that could be a scary timing. We do see the 10 Radin shields for China as well. So if Lucas doesn't have enough anti-cav, which is funny being like coming from China, he's going to be in a scary position here.
Oh, he's got the Cossacks out
We've got
from
the
the consulate
Cossacks
too.
as well, yeah. I don't know. Lucas can't take a fight. Like, he can't take a fight here. He'll lose.
Yeah, honestly, the game's already lost. I think he can't back up either, because then he just loses for sure. So he's got to try and take a fight.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd's just come down, so we're not going to see any cav come out from there for a while. But this is a nice little choke point. If he can keep his anti-cav alive, he might do fine, but it looks like he just has to fight. And yeah, China just death ball stuff happens.
Yeah, that's a convincing clean on the coded mass there.
Wow, H2 China might be a viable strategy here.
Oh, don't do that to the ladder. People are going to lose 600 Delo trying that.
I played against H2 China the other day, and I was like, why don't more people do this? And I actually think I was the coder as well, which is funny enough. I lost, so yeah, some cav popped out, but it's not gonna be enough, unfortunately, for Lucas. Looks like he wants to stick in it though. Can we look at Lucas's perspective? Is he? I mean, he's half score. I don't think he's trying to age or anything, is he? No,
Yeah,
he's
there's
just
nothing coming. He has a shipment, I guess. Can send coin? No, it's over.
maybe if he took that fight and didn't train that batch of acts and tried to age, like he could have made something happen with age 3 Cav, but I don't see him being able to age up, and 4 acts isn't going to do much here.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, Ezad's just going to clean this for sure. And wow, GG. Game gets called. 1-0 for Ezad.
Man, Siberia is such a good map. I wish this were in the ladder pool instead of, I don't know, Deccan. No offense to Deccan, but it's a completely different game.
That's true, yeah, Siberia is a nice map. It's big, isn't it?
It's so big, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if Lucas expected Ezad to stage 2. Like, I'm trying to think what was the deciding factor in that game. I think it was maybe just the early raids. Maybe it threw Lucas off, and he wasn't able to like do enough damage early on.
Frontovic, by the way, it looks like we're already in game 2, so we should probably get going.
Sweet, we love fast games. Harry's saying, "Can we get higher game sounds?"
Yeah, let's get in game first, and then we
Yeah,
can certainly tweak things. So it looks like game 2 is going to be Lucas on Haudenosaunee and Ezad on French, and this map is Dakota. Okay,
Oh,
it's a classic matchup on a
this
classic
is
map.
another interesting matchup.
Lots of people say of French and Howd that they're the same Civ, but one of them is better. Somebody wrote that in chat one time, and I didn't
I think a
quite know what
lot
to
of
think.
people write that in chat all the time. I swear I see it every single time how it's played. Yeah, how it's just France but better, right? I don't know. How'd into France, I would rather be the French player. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah. I think what French has going for it is the eco advantage that comes with CDBs, for one
That,
thing.
and I think like I might be biased because I'm a diehard Rush fan, but rushing France just kind of sucks because it's so easy just to pull the boys and yeah, they just surround and overwhelm.
That's true. Yeah, the 40% range resistance and optionally pioneers, crazy.
I don't think don't turn music up. I think just the game sound. So keep yeah. Do you agree?
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
Okay, guys, we're getting into it. Game 2 on Dakota.
You can introduce this one. Horse feed once we get in.
All right, yeah. So, Ezad on French, LukasL on Howd. I don't know that I've seen LukasL play Howd before, but he does play a lot. Familiar with Warchief Civs. Yeah, so if people don't know this map, it's a 4 TP stagecoach map. The lines look separate, but they're actually the same. So if you upgrade the line, all the TPs are stagecoached. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. France in the situation is always going to get in TP, and then Howd is probably going to try and take the stagecoach, right? Do you think that's what Lucas is going to do?
I think Howard can definitely do that. They could also like do a mean FF. So we'll see what Lucas does here. I think he can do either strategy. Yeah, we'll have to see what he does. We'll see if he opens TP as well, because I know some Howard players like to open TP. But it looks like maybe he won't do that, because usually you do have to chop for it, like 100 wood for a TP. Oh yeah, so he's opening TP.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see any natives being taken as well, because I always like to get the Cree CBDs, CDBs. Um, so that's another option if either player wants to go more eco-focused. Let's check decks. What's Ezad's deck looking like? Wow. Okay, so as I was saying, he's actually got native treaties in deck, but he doesn't have any like native upgrade cards. So maybe I'm not
Except
sure.
the native HP, I guess.
Yeah, the Wilderness Warfare. Yeah,
And the legend has 7 Hurons in deck.
dude, what a Chad! 7 neurons. When have you ever seen that card, man? If that card gets sent, like, I hope Ezad wins. That'll be insane. Has 12 Swiss Pike in H3 as well. You don't see that very often.
No,
Uh,
not with France. Wow.
all right. So Howd's looking.
That
This
looks pretty
is
standard. Aside
looks
from the
pretty
wood chop, of course.
versatile. Yeah, looks pretty versatile. Has all the crates or a lot of the crates in H2. He can also rush. Yeah, no, I like that deck. Seems like a nice deck. Has the 5 curves in H3 as well, which is really nice for like cav switches. All right, going up with the messenger. So that's the fast age up. So I think that tells me he wants to rush.
Yeah, that means the warhead is going down right in the middle between those two bluffs, and we're going to see some early pressure, I think.
Yeah. We'll see if he can get the timing with the 4 Kanyes to come out of the war hut. He can also ship 5 Vills first as well if he wants to go eco. But
Wow. Ezad aged 14 Vil. I just feel like I would even idle for 13 if it came to that in this matchup. That's really slow.
Wow. Yeah, that is quite slow. And like if he's gonna get rushed, like he's gonna be, especially if it's fast, like 4 Kanye in the base. Like he's only just gonna be clicked up. Wait, is that the native TP? Yeah, it is. Okay. So what native is that? Is that the Cheyenne?
Cheyenne.
Oh, the Cheyenne. Okay. I mean, that's nice, but it's so far away from his base, it could just get easily sieged if Lucas scouts it.
Yeah, I wonder what the thought is there, because, you know, Tomahawk's very good against Cav, better than normal Musk, so... Is the thought maybe to make Cav from there and raid? Kind of like last game?
Kind of like last game, yeah, maybe. Looks like Howard's going to go for the TP line. So he's going to be sieging France's TP as well, which is going to buy France a bit of time. Yeah, okay, so he's making Toms as well. What was his first shipment? It was...
I don't know what happened. Did he... Oh, he shipped wood, okay.
Wood. Okay, so that's to get all the TPs. Okay, fair enough. That's nice from Lucas. So his eco is going to be kicking off in just a little bit once he gets Stagecoach in, which it looks like he hasn't even clicked yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if you cancel a Vil and get Stagecoach earlier. But he's shipping 5 Vil as well, I just saw. So France just clicked up as well. He's housed, and he's shipping 4 Vils, getting the blunderbuss tech for his Vils. So he's suspecting he's going to get rushed.
I've never seen that before, but I like it. Yeah, preemptive blunderbuss.
A 5-minute blunderbuss. Very good. Okay, getting another native. So he's gonna ship native treaties, I reckon. Yeah, it's already in queue. So he's gonna get the Shanye and
Cheyenne.
sorry, I have a way of saying it, and it's just in my mind. Cheyenne.
Yeah.
And I think the Cree, is it the Cree trackers as well? Yeah.
Cree trackers are so bad, man. This feels like that alone makes it not worth it, but you know, really? I guess they have high HP, they can tank.
I was just about to say I like Cree trackers because they got high HP, but I guess they only have, I think it's 16 range or something like that, and only like 13 attacks, so that they're not the best like in terms of DPS.
They just tickle things when they attack, even HI, it doesn't matter. Their base damage is so low. I don't know. We'll see what he can get done. The other thing is they have five move speed, I think.
Wow, 5 movement speed? That's
I'm
really
pretty
nice.
sure. Yeah.
All right.
I might be thinking Navajos. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway.
Stagecoach has just come in, so this is really where Howard wants to be starting to kind of pressure and hit some timings. He's gonna have to deal with this native treaties card. Looks like he's got 3 Cree trackers and 2 of the Cheyenne. But he'll be fine. He's got a few A&R and a few Tomahawks. He might lose a few units, but he's got nearly 4 TPs. Oh, he didn't siege the TP. Wow, so Ezad might get a part. Actually, he's going to get quite a few passes because Lucas is going to get cleaned up here.
Yeah, Lucas went for like a very eco-oriented Stagecoach build, and so his mass is just a lot lower than it might have been otherwise.
Oh, this is actually really nice by Ezad. He's just shipped 3 Hus, so like the pressure is. He's going to keep the pressure up while Howard like starts to like get out all his units. But if he can just like pick off all his units as they come out, I think Ezad's looking in a nice position. He's also got 5 Musk on the way. Can we check what the TP HP was? Because I swear, of Ezad's TP, I swear Lucas is on 200.
Oh, that's so
HP.
sad.
That sucks. He's got it like, he's gotten so much more value out of that. He'll be real happy with that, Ezad.
Oh my god, those 3 Hus are getting so much value. So yeah, LukasL is remasked, but that was a very good trade for Ezad there.
Yeah, it was. We'll see if France suffers from shipping 2 military shipments early on, because he won't have like 700 wood yet, so he might not be making any. I guess he's got a Rax, so we'll see when he adds the stable. Or he may even want to click up, but I don't know if he wants to do that under 3 TPs and pressure.
So it looks like the 3 Husks are going off to raid, but it looks like Lucas doesn't really have so many vills on the map, at least where he's looking.
Yeah, they all look pretty safe under his TC. Ezad picking up a few really
Oh, that's unfortunate.
nice. Yeah, it's good for Ezad. That TP is still not down. Like, how many passes has that TP got?
Yeah, so many. I don't know what to think right now. I think this is still anyone's game. Maybe I'd give a slight edge to Ezad, but
Yeah, I mean, if Ezad can buy enough time and can get up to H3, I would say he's looking real nice. I saw he was making the native CDBs as well, so his eco will be mighty fine.
yeah, that's the thing with if you're doing this build as how you want to do some kind of eco damage, and that just hasn't happened at all.
I feel like this is similar to last game. Like, Lucas had a plan, and Ezad's just kind of interrupting exactly what Lucas wants to do. Like, Lucas should have been in Ezad's base like a minute and a half ago, but Ezad has just been doing such a good job of like distracting him while trying to siege a TP, picking off unit, like reinforcing units, taking an early fight. I feel like it's really delayed what Lucas really wants to do, and that's push Ezad's base.
Yeah, Ezad's doing so well. Interesting also to note maybe that even though he got the 2 native posts, aside from the Kree CDBs, he's not been making units out of them. It's just making Muskus, which I think is the right call.
Yeah, I like Muskas into Tomahawk Saina.
Okay, but on
Yeah.
the other hand, LukasL does now have a 4 TP stagecoach, and that is a lot of eco.
That's true.
He's at
So
31 bills and 4 TPs, and what is... Okay, 31 CDBs for Ezad. So Lucas does have the eco advantage at the moment, I think.
yeah, he
Actually, it's about
does.
even, isn't it? So CDBs are 1.25 bills. It's about 8 bills extra France has, in fact, so...
Do you know if the
That's
native
rough.
CDBs get counted in the Vil count?
I would assume. But,
I'd
okay,
assume
we
so.
got a fight here.
Yeah, we do. All right. Lots of Hus here from Ezad. He'll want to try, I guess, pivot between going in and out to try and get the Tomahawks to go into melee. Minimec gets called here for Ezad.
Oh my god, Lucas is gonna
These
get
as well.
crushed. This is over.
Yeah,
There's no
man.
Aina left.
Yeah, and Lucas has just got cleaned up. Like, Ezad's losing barely any units. Like, a few Hus went down. And look at all the dead Howd units on the floor.
Oh
Man,
my
that was
god.
great for Ezad. He's got to just back up, Lucas. Just back up, man. You gotta get more units.
I would just alt F4 if I was
Yeah.
Lucas, honestly.
Yeah, and
How do
man,
you come back from this?
this is why it's so hard to push into France. Like, it's so to pull like 10 vills on a mine that's next to all your units, or just to bait you into the TC and pop Minutemen and just clean you. I think Ezad wants to age here, actually. Like, he's just taking a good fight. But it looks like he's going to be making units and shipping wood. So I don't know if I like that from Ezad. He's definitely got tempo and H2, so he can his amount of units at the moment and try and maybe take a few TPs. I think that's also nice.
Is that the first combat card coming in for Lucas, I wonder?
I'd
I
assume
think it
so,
must be.
yeah. Conservative Tactics. Yeah, that's a good card for Lucas right now. And he's added a stable as well. So he's got lots of Kanya on the way, it seems. He's got 7 on the field. I think he should go around and raid a bit. It looks like Ezad's got vills all over the place. Definitely up north. Maybe, yeah, Lucas can try abuse his movement speed. But there's lots of units for Ezad here as well, so... I think Ezad wants to push the TP line as well.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with you that if he's hadn't just pulled back after that fight and aged, maybe he would have been in an easier position. Because Lucas has managed to remass very well. Look at all this Kanye as well.
Yeah, he has. Lucas is down in score still. So I think he's still on the back foot, but I mean, the longer this goes, the better it will be for Howard.
Oh,
And
let's
there it
fucking go.
is. 7 Huron manlets. Is this going to be the make or break shipment? We'll have to wait and see. But I want to see those mantlets too.
Okay,
I believe in them.
this is why he's at state H2, so you can ship the Hurons. This is psychological warfare. Like he knows this is the best of 7. How do I get under Lucas's skin?
Is
With the
7 Huron
dub?
mantlets actually a good card?
There's no way. There's no way, right?
It costs like 500 gold as well. Okay, we got a fight, and I think Luke cleaned up. Ezad's pulling all the CDBs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a respectable mass, but like the CDB in there, and the thing about CDB is they just negate Aina. You got to micro the Aina to not hit the CDBs, otherwise your Aina are just effectively on the fight. Look at that.
Wow, and that's
over.
a complete cleanup for Ezad, and we're not even going to see the 7
No!
outlets. Oh my gosh. Ezad, you
Okay.
could have just waited 30 seconds.
Yeah, but Lucas pushed in and managed unwittingly to spare himself the psychological damage.
It was well
Putting
played by
Huron
Lucas.
shit.
I
Yeah.
liked his game plan.
I don't know. That just seems like that game definitely made it look like French was the better French Howd Civ to me. To revisit that talking point.
Yeah, it does seem like the better French Howard at the moment. Or in that matchup, definitely. Yeah, well played by Ezad, like pulling the Vils when he needed to. I mean, actually shipping native treaties early on actually caught Lucas. He picked off quite a few units there, so that was nice. Got like so many more passes on that TP line as well, so that definitely played a part. Yeah, well played by Ezad.
All right, so we got game 3 coming up on Pampa Sierras, and it looks like we've got LukasL on Aztec and Ezad on Russia. So we've played this map before in this tournament, but I don't think I've seen Aztec versus Russia. I don't know if I've seen Aztec in this map, period.
I love Lucas. He's gone Lakota, Howd, Aztec. This is my type of cast, man. All 3 War Chief civs. And they're all like 3 like I think like quite well-known matchups. Like Aztec into Russia. I feel like it's always been like Aztec favored just because Coyotes do so well against Ruskets. But I'm interested to see this.
Yeah, should be a good one. I don't think I've seen too much of this matchup, so you'll have to tell me what's happening.
Yeah, what map are we on? So we're on Pampa Sierras. Yeah, typical civs for the no TP map. All right, it looks like we're just looking for the game. All right. All right, let's go. Game 3 of the quarterfinals, Lucas versus Ezad. We're over here on Pampas Sierras. Down here in the south of the map, we've got Lucas playing Aztec in the color blue. And then up in the north of the map, we've got Ezad playing Russia in the color red. Oh, this is such an interesting matchup. It's like, I feel like both civs are gonna, like, they're gonna have a lot of units in H2, which is typical, knowing Russia and Aztec. And it'll just be who can. I think Aztec will try and forward base with an early war hut and just try and contain Russia. I think that'll be Lucas's game plan. And then, yeah, we'll see how Ezad copes with that.
This map is so asymmetric. I love it. You got the mountains in the west with the llamas, and you got the plain on the right. Um, yeah, the other thing that stands out in my mind about this map is how like choky the middle, or really pretty much every part in the map is, which makes it really hard to bust
Yeah.
FPs, I think.
Yeah, I
So it's a
think I
really
don't.
fun one.
Yeah, you're completely right. I think there was a series recently. I think it actually might have been A's versus Gigs, and there was a fight right on that cliff, like right there, what we're looking at right now. And
Oh,
like I
llamas
think,
wrestled, by the way. Go on.
oh wow, oh, and actually Lucas lost his Eagle Scout, which is massive because that
That's
negates
terrible. Yeah.
Aztec's like Civ bonus, especially in H1, getting the extra XP. Wow, that's great for Ezad, and he got the llamas as well. So he might decide to eat those and click up a bit faster, or he might try and fatten them. Lucas is just following Ezad. He wants those llamas back. He's a bit salty.
Oh yeah, you can't do the tilted llama follow. Those llamas are gone.
Nah, and he's just like,
He's not coming back, Lucas.
I think there's still more llamas as well. You might want to go get those instead of trying to follow the already captured ones.
Yeah,
That or
yeah.
maybe try and get some treasures. But getting treasures without your Eagle Scout, just like you just want to like cry in a ditch. Like it sucks.
Yeah, so definitely the better start for Ezad, it seems, so far.
And he got that
For
35
good
coin
measure.
treasure. Oh, Lucas. Oh, I feel sorry for him. This hasn't been the best start, but don't count Lucas out. He's gonna be fighting. Let's have a look at Dex. 3 vills coming in for Aztec, it seems. He's gonna do a 14 vill A drop.
Oh, star you in the deck, man.
Yeah, nice build. So we're gonna see the Mayan Javelineers. And yeah. I
It
love
is so
how
crazy how those things used to be spearmen, now they're musk. Anyway, go on.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I love how like one guy just did like one build for like years, and now like that build is like named after him. Like I want to build like that.
Yeah, the lot build. What could that be?
I don't know. I don't have any crazy builds. Anyway, we're over here on Russia's deck. This looks pretty standard according to me. Has 700 food.
Yeah, interesting. Don't always see advanced arsenal of Russia. Um,
Yep.
yeah, not
Yep.
not the craziest thing I've seen.
Got Manchu, got the 2 upgrade cards in H2 as well. Yeah, nice.
I guess Australian mustard card in Age 4 is pretty rare. Don't see that too often. So
Oh, is that the one that like auto trains them?
auto trains one batch from your blockhouses and gives them like 2 range or something and some combat
Yeah, right.
buffs. Anyway, so what do we see here? The messenger, fast stage for Aztec. Should see a Vil walking forward, I imagine. Or is he? I actually don't know how this build works.
Yeah, I don't think this is how the Staryu builds normally played. Like usually you go up with the War Hut. But he wants to go up fast with no forward base. So maybe he's doing a different strategy. Can we check Lucas's base? Like what's he? So he started market and he got hunting dogs. I wonder if he'll go for a warrior priest boom then, like an early 3 warrior priests.
Huh.
Yeah,
You called
okay.
it.
So I mean, he can actually still play H2. He could decide to warrior priest boom and then like make units because he aged up fast. He can like afford to do that, or he can just do like like a semi FF, like a warrior priest semi FF. Ezad, that's a nice blockhouse placement. It kind of covers that hunt and that mine, but it is still a bit out in the open. So Ezad's actually kind of got lucky that Lucas isn't rushing, because that blockhouse will be perfectly fine.
So what I'm wondering now is, does Ezad know that Warrior Priest was the first shipment? And I feel like he scouted enough to know there's not a super far forward war hut. So that's kind of. I feel like maybe Lucas picked the Staryu deck with the Hulkins in it to fake Ezad out. I'm
Yeah,
wondering if
throw
that's
him
maybe how
off.
it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he definitely could have done that. And we'll see what Ezad does first here. So he ships 700 coin. So I think he definitely scouted that there's no forward base. So, I mean, Moonshine's always told me if you see Russia shipping coin, like they're going to make units. So I don't know if Ezad's going to do that or he's going to age it. His macro doesn't look like he wants to age, so...
Oh, that's a Vil there. That probably shouldn't have happened. Yikes.
Oh, did he just pick up a Vil?
The Jags went forward and killed a Vil, yeah.
Jags don't do a lot of, like, their base damage is quite low, so... Wow, nice pickup for Lucas.
Yeah, so I think Ezad couldn't have known for sure there wasn't a war hut on the western part of the central part of the map, but he probably has a pretty good idea by now, just seeing those Jags and how late the Jags got there. There's no FB. So I think he probably has a pretty good idea what's going on at this point.
Yeah.
Which is to
Yeah,
say that
alright.
Lucas's Warrior Priest booming.
And how many Warrior Priests is Lucas on?
Looks like we're up to 5 just now.
Oh, so he's actually ships the Warrior Priest and he's got all his Vils collecting res and not dancing. So his boom's going to be a lot slower. I don't know if I like that from Lucas.
I don't know if that's the best way to do that.
I think that actually sucks, honestly, because like your boom takes so much longer if it's just the Warrior Priests. Like if he had put all his Vils on it, he would have 10 Warrior Priests by, I mean, in like 20 seconds. But it's just going to take so long, and you have to think like all the XP he's losing while those Warrior Priests are dancing for Warrior Priests. So
yeah, no. You can have, yeah, it comes down to, do you want your Vils to gather food, which is not really going to affect your gather rate, or do you want them to be making Warrior Priests? Probably making Warrior Priests.
yeah, but it will enable him. I think he wants to age. It looks like he's got a lot of food. No, he's going to make coyotes. All right, this is an interesting build from Lucas. I guess he's gonna try and do a timing, or he could still do a semi and ship coin, but like raid with some coyotes. Musk's out on the field for Ezad. I think he's gonna try get some scouting information and maybe do some raiding. He's shipping Cossacks as well.
So funny to see this matchup where they both have their military prod in base.
Yeah, it's not the usual matchup, but that's completely fine. I did see a spy as well. See if you can pick off the... It's so frustrating when you see a spy just kill your war chief in one shot.
Maybe that's what the red dot is inside of Lucas's base
Yeah,
right now.
that is what it is. So he's probably he's also scouting as well. Yeah, Ezad will know exactly what Lucas is up to. And yeah, Lucas is gonna have to timing. I think he'll obviously make warriors, and I think he's got more units on the way. But he might want some slingers. Does kill the spy, which is he's gonna be happy with that.
Yeah. Okay, so Ezad gets he knows exactly what's going on. We got a coyote raid coming in the north, it looks like. See if that does anything.
So yeah, I think both players are gonna age here. It looks like Ezad's shipping coin. The coyotes are just a bit south. They're just running into... Yeah, there they are. Yeah, it looks like he's not gonna get any Vils this time. Maybe he'll come back for round 2. Or he'll try and pick one off under the... Yeah, I think both players are going to age up now. It looks like Lucas wanted to do that. And it looks like Ezad's going to try to do that as well. But that was really good idle time, actually. Idle for 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, and just before that raid came in, Ezad had a back herd on the hunt he was working on, so that really sucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hunt looks like it ran a really long way, and it's now right in the stable, which is an awkward pathing if there's any raids.
Yeah, hurts to look at. So, yeah, what do you think the situation is right now, Lop? I feel like Lucas is in a better position.
Yeah, I think Aztec probably does better in H3, especially with 10 Warrior Priests. We're 8 minutes into the game and both players are still in H2. It looks like these coyotes might get picked off. Yeah, I think I do. I definitely like Aztec's composition in A much more. Like, if he just mixes in Jags, Coyotes, Eagle Runner Knights, you know, it's like the native Death Ball. You just kind of random ass units just kind of everywhere in a fight. And I think that's what Lucas could try do. Or not. He's gonna stay H2.
What?
This is so weird. Like, if you're gonna play H2, like, you're gonna want to be aggressive and, like, you probably want a forward base, but he's just opting to stay in base and ship and make units. It looks like he does have 10 warrior priests as well, which it's finally come in.
It's hard for me to understand the thought process here.
Did you just see that? He was shipping slingers, he cancelled them to ship coin, and he cancelled the coin, and now he's shipping slingers again. So it looks like he's quite unsure of what to do. Maybe these five Cossacks running around is like throwing Lucas off. He's not sure if Ezad's like trying to like push or like do damage, and he's making pikes as well. Or I think Ezad's aging, and I don't like Lucas staying H2 because like these Falcons are just gonna come in and they're gonna do a lot of damage, I feel.
Yeah, that seems right. So yeah, this is an excellent example of how you can make your opponent feel more by doing a cav run around. The thing about XP is that it becomes more valuable as a resource when you age up, and that's why it's so unfortunate to see this from Aztec shipping all these H2 shipments.
I mean, Aztec isn't really concerned about XP. Because they're like, it's, what is it, 11 TP, something like that. So he'll have unit shipments pretty much, or like just shipments in general whenever. It's just he's going to be spending a lot of them in H2, and I have a feeling there's an H3 timing for Ezad coming up.
So I guess Lucas is just hoping to go for a death push at some point, or maybe right now would be the timing.
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, that's quite a few coyotes, and he's got coyote tactics coming in, which will buff their HP and speed, where they're actually faster than Hust and Cossacks, which is a really nice card. But I don't know, Ezad's just hit H3, and I'm sure Valk time. And yeah, we'll see how Lucas deals with it. Looks like he's got quite a few units on the way, but he is shipping coins, so maybe he'll. But he did use his fast age up, which like he's gonna be so much slower. He will age up with the, but it'll take just quite a while.
Yeah, if he ages, then he doesn't want to fight while he ages, and that just gives Ezad forever to do whatever he wants. Okay, got the 2 Falc coming in for Ezad, so he probably wants to push.
I just looked at the chat. It said the audio's stuttering.
We should rejoin the Discord channel.
So hop out and okay. All right, chat. Is that better?
Yeah, how is it?
Hopefully it's better. It seems like Discord just decides to spaz out like once a day. Just keep casting. Okay. Well, hopefully it's better. We'll see how this Falc timing goes. I don't know. I think last time I saw Aztec had a lot of units, and it looks like he's trying to raid as well. He might want to bring those units back and try and like come in from all sides and stomp this fight.
Man, this is scary. The trees being there, it's really nice for this Falc push too. Hey, what does an H2 Aztec do against this?
I think he just wants to kind of overwhelm with a lot of units, but he just lost his war hut, and his coyotes are like halfway across the map. Looks like Lucas is losing a few vills, but he's making warriors, so they're going to try and delay until the coyotes get here, I think. But the native TP will actually pick the coyotes coming in from the line of sight.
Oh, that's
So
huge. Yeah.
Ezad knows what's coming, and yeah, you can see him kind of posturing to cover those falcons. I mean, there's a lot of units here, and if the pikes can get stuck on the cav, like they're gonna just melt. These coyotes really just got to get stuck on the falcons, and the warrior stram as well is coming in from behind. So, oh man, I mean the coyotes getting stuck on the musks.
Oh, it's so nice there. That's really as good as you could hope for covering those falcons. But that's still a lot of mass from Aztec.
Yeah, I actually think Lucas is going to clean this fight. He's going to lose quite a few units, but you just got to hold that foul timing as Aztec, and then I think he'll be sitting pretty. And yeah, he's going to crush this fight, and I think that's going to buy him enough time to hopefully age up, if not already clicked up. And I think actually he killed quite a few Vils in a raid earlier. Like, Ezad's only on 28 Vils. That seems low compared to 35 for Lucas, and he's actually aging up already and has 2 shipments in the bag. So I actually, yeah, I like this for Lucas. If he can just kind of, yeah, gather himself together after that push, drop a war hut, maybe get some map control. I wanted to push out onto the map, maybe over on the left where all those mines are.
Yeah, wow. I guess as soon as I saw Ezad shipping the 2 Falc, I was like, does he need to push right now? I don't know. But
Yeah,
so it
Ezad
looks like he wants to transition and Strel Cav.
seems like it. Everything seems to be coming in a bit slow for Russia. Like, whenever I play Russia, I feel like they always have twice the units we see here for Ezad. And I think that's just because Lucas actually has been doing quite a good job of raiding, and obviously he just crushed that fight. So we'll see if Ezad wants to push in here right now. He does have quite a few units, and he could definitely make something happen.
Man, I don't know about this getting on the map with only that much after you got cleaned.
I think actually like 20 coyotes will clean that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, Lucas sees that. We'll see if he wants to. I don't know if he's been making units since. Does he even have a war hut? I don't see any military production buildings. Oh, there.
there's
So he
one.
does have one, but it looks like he hasn't been making a lot of units since that first push. But Ezad doesn't want to dive in, which I think is smart. Maybe he thinks there's an agent coming in. Yes, Lucas has just clicked up, so he's gonna want to find those noble huts, which look to be going in base. Which I think maybe one of them can go in base and another can get map control.
Yeah, it looks like one of them's going on hunt.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. If he can get that on that hunt, that'll give him a few more minutes. Maybe even on that coin mine. Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
but
no.
Ezad's gonna see it.
Oh, it's gonna
Wow.
die for sure.
No.
As long as he's had reaction time.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
Oh my god, it gets down. But no,
I
it's
think
gonna be...
he'll siege it. Surely.
Oh, but it's Cav Archer Siege. That should have been Dead Hut. I think it's gonna get up though.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That and the coyotes. Oh, they're gonna melt all those units
Oh
if
jeez.
Lucas sees it. Wow. Great pickup for Lucas. And yeah, Slingers are gonna move on to those Cav Archers, gonna push them back. Although units are split here, but Lucas doesn't want to lose these coyotes to those Cav Archers, so yeah, nice. All right, I like Lucas's position here. He's up 3k score as well, and I think he probably wants to transition into like a coyote slinger comp.
Oh, check this out on the very western point of the map. Looks like Ezad is putting down a TC. If I'm seeing that right.
Yeah, okay. So maybe that's why we haven't been seeing a lot of units. He's probably shipped 1,000 wood, and I mean he's shipping Cav combat now, so maybe he'll go for like a Cossack Cav Archer kind of comp.
Yeah. Okay, I like this decision making from Ezad. I think he knows he's behind, and maybe doing a almost an eco cheese like this is his only way back in.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know,
mean,
what do you call this cheese? I feel like it's
it,
very risky.
it's risky, but 2 TCs for Russia is technically 3, right? Uh, if he can survive for the next like 5 minutes, like it'll pay off. It's just Lucas needs to do some damage here, and if Ezad can survive, but Lucas needs to scout it as well. Like he really hasn't been on that side of the map, and there's so much res there. So if Ezad can hold that position, I think he'll be mighty fine.
Yeah.
But Lucas doesn't seem to want to do much right now. It looks like he's kind of just sitting on kind of in the middle of the map there, not doing much with his military. Does see those cav archers with that guardian that he probably picked up in H1.
Looks like he's gonna move across the map now, Lucas is. I wonder what his comp is. Mostly Slinger Coyote still. Some Irks in there.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. I think Lucas wants to take a fight, especially because Izad's now on 2 TCs. Obviously, Lucas doesn't know that. But yeah, if Lucas can take a nice fight in the next few minutes, yeah, he'll be really nice.
Oh, we got a Coyote raid in the east in the meantime.
Oh yeah,
Looks like.
check on the right side.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
Jaguar.
Jag
Raid,
raid.
excuse me.
Jag raid. All right, I'd rather those units be mixed in with the coyotes, like swinging on the cav archers. But Jags have siege, so yeah, if Ezad sticks around here, he's gonna lose a few vills, and it looks like he already has and will.
Yeah, I like sending the Jags to raid because yeah, the Vills are going to get away, but you've idled Russia and taken them off the coin mine there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Still not a loot. Still not a lot of units here for Russia. I think, yeah, Ezad's just doubling down on like the Vil production. Looks like he's getting some market techs in. He's also about to be housed, so yeah, like I mean, Lucas just needs to take a fight here. And this looks like it could be it. Although there's only coyotes here, and they're just gonna melt all these cav archers. I don't know if Lucas wants to take a fight without
Quite
the
the dive,
slingers. Oh, but
but
he's
yeah,
got the
the
jags
Strelets
there
are-
as well.
Oh, nice, nice, yeah. The Strelets get melted.
Yeah, this is nice for Lucas. He'll clean this up, and this actually could be a game deciding fight. I think the Jags picked off a few vills as well.
Yeah, and it looks like Ezad in the meantime is out of hunt because look at how much wood he has. This is, yeah, not looking good.
Yeah, that is a bit of an awkward back row situation. He's got a shipment. Oh, and he'll actually call it there. Wow. GG.
GG.
Yeah, that was an odd game. I felt like Russia never had a lot of units. Um, what do you think?
I kind of was concept of players' heads, but I wonder the
Wow.
age of
You were
we're gonna
very
get
robotic for me.
oh,
I don't know if that's me. Am I robotic? I'm just gonna join back in. Hopefully we're not robots again. Oh, I'm nice. Oh, I am robotic. Sounds fine. Are you with us all week? in the meantime, it looks like we do have game 4. We've got Ezad's Brit versus Lucas's Germany. Force feed isn't talking yet, guys.
Oh, is it working
Oh,
now?
hello. Yeah, that sounds better.
Cool.
Can chat confirm?
Okay, it
Yeah,
looks like they're in game 4 now, so we should move along.
sounds better. All right, great. Just before we hop in front, do you reckon we can maybe try max frames per second and turn off VSync? I think that's what.
Actually, let's try VSync off, but keep the FPS, because Josh is pretty sure that FPS. I think he's trying to get everyone standardized on 60. So let's see if just VSync off does the trick, and then
All right, we'll try that.
let's maybe try FPS after that if it doesn't work. Josh spent like 5 hours running experiments on game speed.
Josh puts in like so much time into running ESOC. Like he doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, it's a thankless job.
Where is VSync? We have it turned off. Okay. Maybe we can try max frames. I think, yeah,
let's try.
I like max frames as well. All right, this looks good. We are over here. Game 4 map is Florida. Oh wait, I think we've got to wait for the overlay. Apologies. All right, we're back. As I was saying, we're over here in Florida. Over here in the northeast of the map, we've got LukasL playing the mighty Germany in the color blue. Down in the southwest, we've got Ezad in the color red playing Brits. Yeah, another classic matchup. What do you think about this force feed?
Well, this map stands out to me as maybe better for Brit than Germans. Because, I mean, Germany does want to get a market, and they get one for free, but I don't know, the extra getting hunting dogs early for Brit, which should be possible with a coin treasure, of which there are plenty on this map. It's also really nice.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I play Germany on this map, the market start actually just throws me off because I can't do my usual like coin and wood split to get hunting dogs and a house. And I think I saw Lucas do that as well. He put everyone on coin and then he put all his settler wagons back onto food. That I think that might have been because he found a wood treasure. Yeah, he just got 70 wood, so that could have been it. But yeah, Germany versus Brit. Interesting matchup. I think people tend to say it's Germany favored. You know, you can abuse the Ulans in H2 and just raid because Brit will likely want to get map control, getting all the hunts in. What do you think about like Germany into Brit?
Yeah, I think that's generally right, though. The thing about Florida is that there's so many hunts. Like, Brit has 3, maybe 4 safe hunts, and that's definitely not always the case on other maps. So, yeah, I don't know. This feels like we're teed up for just a test of mechanics. Can Ezad protect his villas from dying to Ulan raids? That's what's going to determine this game, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like Lucas is picking up a coin treasure. So that might actually be nice to get steel traps into H2. You won't have to mine very much. And I wonder if Brit FBs into Germany and does like a must-cast timing.
I don't really know this matchup, but that feels like it should do poorly against a tower rush. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's actually, yeah, you raise a good point. That's another good strategy that Germany can do. If Germany decides to tower rush, I think generally that beats like a Brit FB. So we'll see if either player goes for either strategy. Not to toot my own horn, but I beat Boss's Brit in this exact same matchup by tower rushing. So I think it can work, definitely a gem tower rush.
Okay, we're getting a 16 Vil age assisted by sheep, I imagine, for Lucas. So that's going to help his timing a lot.
Yeah, wow, clicking up 245. That is nice for Germany. Probably the market start as well. He was able to go 16 Vil. Let's check decks as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Got a water deck for Germany. Looks standard.
Yeah, that does look standard. What cards do you take out for like frigates and caravels? Probably 8. It looks like he's taken out 8 Ulans and maybe
Yeah,
5 Ulans.
that sounds right.
But he's still got all the other nice cards for Germany. And it's actually labeled Marine, so I don't know if that says he wants to go water or if it's just anti-water.
Yeah, probably just anti-water would be my guess. Let's have a look at Brit deck, maybe.
Very similar.
Yeah, got the Pioneers in there.
Yeah. Has the anti-water cards, but apart from that, yeah, it looks pretty standard Brit stuff. I feel like if Brit ever wants to go water, like generally you want to Vil boom and then you water boom. Like it's kind of awkward to like make boats and manners at the same time because generally you want to make Vils. So I don't think we'll see water, but if it is, I feel like it's quite awkward for Brit to do that.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, let's see where that tower goes. So it's still forward, but not aggressive, it looks like. And there's a nice stand of trees in between those two manors. It's gonna protect it, it looks like.
Yeah, nice. That's a nice forward base. You got the trees there that actually like act as a bit of a wall, make it awkward for like any Ulans to run around. But okay,
we got faked out. The tower's going there.
I think he's doing that for line of sight, and I actually like that because that'll mark kind of that whole coastline. So he'll just have to be cautious of the northern side of his base.
Yeah, so that's gonna give him complete sight of his entire like eastern flank. So that's nice. He'll spot the Ulans coming.
Yeah, and I like this forward base as well because it's similar to last game. It's not super far forward, but it just gets map control and just enough for like what he needs. Like it gets that mine. It'll help secure any forward hunts, but it looks like he's done such a good job at herding under his TC. Yeah, Ulan's on the field. Are they going to get picked up by the pikes though? It looks like perfect timing.
Nice pop. Nice pop.
Wow. 2 Ulan's going down, I think.
Both?
No, one runs
Other one
away.
gets away. Wait, so does Lucas have a stable in base, or what's going on with him?
Yeah, okay, so it looks like it. Yeah, so he's starting stable.
Oh man, he's fighting the pikes.
No.
He was gonna clean the pikes, but that's a terrible trade.
No, that's a
oh god,
as you said, and he's not even gonna kill all the pikes.
This is a terrible start. Like there are many people that would just resign after that.
Oh yeah, like I think Kaiser would resign. Like Kaiser's an avid believer of like keeping all your H2 Ulans alive.
Yeah.
And wow, so he's just lost. I think it was 6 Ulans there, and it would have been fine. He should have waited for that batch that just pops, and then he would have maybe lost like 1 Ulan. But yeah, maybe just lacking a bit of game knowledge there.
Or yeah, I guess he thought maybe the trade wouldn't have gone that badly, and he got greedy. Yikes! Just run him around. Go get some Vils.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what he's got to do now, right? Like, he's got to keep Brit, like, his APM. He's got to just, like, override his APM and just make sure he's all around the map. But now Brit can kind of just do what he wants to do for, I don't know, the minute that Luke has just been sitting in base.
I'd be so tilted if I was Lucas. I don't even know what he can do because Brit's just gonna mana boom now. And what can you do about it?
But look at these herds from Ezad. They're like, he's got like 3 hunts under his TC. Like, that's actually phenomenal herding, and it'll just piss Lucas off even more because what Lucas wants is those like vills on the outside of the base, like trying to herd in hunts, but he's not going to find any. They're all just underneath Ezad's TC. And
Yeah, man,
even
that's
then,
the thing
the
about
line of
Florida.
sight. Oh,
Yeah,
but as I
CC
say
wants
so,
to
there's.
You might get one bill there. Yeah. Oh no, he doesn't. Runs away before the husk can snare. That's the power of Florida, man. It's just so easy to get hunts under your TC as Brit.
Yeah, and I don't know if that Huss is gonna snare, because it definitely could. Oh, and Lucas wants to force a fight. I think Lucas wins that if he micros, but it looks like I think there's pikes in his base, so he's probably occupied elsewhere.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's the thing with starting Ulans, like you're just so vulnerable to like.
Can we see Lucas's space front topic?
Yeah, let's have a look. Um, Actually, this looks like a good trade for Lucas if he micros his Ulans well, which it looks like he seems to be doing, and the crossbows are just going to be picking off the pikes from the back.
Okay, so that I don't know how that started. That didn't seem like a great trade for Ezad, but he's still ahead, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he just lost about 10 pikes for free and he killed maybe a few Urlines, didn't even get the market down. So maybe Lucas can try force something to happen here while Ezad's mass is still low. But it looks like he might want to age. He's shipping coin, more pikes on the field for Ezad. But Lucas has actually been making crossbows, so I think he'll be ready for any pike raids or whatnot coming his way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what Ezad was thinking there. It seems like if he just stayed, he was so far ahead, right? What does he need to push for? Just keep getting vills and out
Yeah,
booming.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think he could have been booming a bit more. He probably suspected that Lucas hadn't added a Rax yet, so he thought he could just abuse his like pike power for a little bit longer, but he
You
thought
might be
wrong.
right, yeah. Okay, so Brit's gonna do Brit things and just make a bunch of Musk Husk now. And yeah, I think you are right. Lucas probably wants to age. Shipping the 6 Musk. Okay, we're going for a timing, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay, Lucas picks up a Vil, maybe a second? No, just one so far.
yeah, it keeps the
Yeah.
Ulans alive, which is nice. And if Lucas can idle and pick off any vills here, that's just gonna buy him more time to click up and get his big shipments that he really wants to pop.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what this raid is for. And this, yeah, it's doing a decent job of that.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's just trying to find those Ulans. He's running all the way back. This is
So
exactly what
annoying.
Lucas needs. If he can pick off those 2 vills there as well, that would be really nice. But he might actually, they might just run into each other. But no, Lucas sees it.
Okay, the 6 Musk are coming in, and I think Ezad's just gonna jam it in to Lucas's space. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, it'll all come down to this timing. Unfortunately, the Ulans do get picked off, but that's going to keep the Huss in Ezad's base for just a little bit longer.
Yeah. So I think the Husk won't be too late. So yeah, that was a good move from Lucas, but maybe didn't change the picture too much in the end. Let's see what happens here. And the
Oh,
Agent is
this is...
just finishing, but he doesn't have a shipment.
Oh, that's so bad. If he has a shipment,
Oh.
I think he holds this perfectly fine. Like, he really wants to just ship war wagons here. But he's making dots. Is that nice? I think I'd just rather war wagons. Like, there's no longbows. And he can just kite.
I agree, yeah. I guess the stable's tied up getting Vedulan, so okay.
Yeah, maybe... okay, maybe it was a misclick. It looks like he's making skirms.
Yeah, Skur makes a lot more sense.
But, oh man, not having a shipment's gonna lose him this game, actually.
That
because
is
he
so
would have had a
sad.
shipment by
Yeah.
now, it would have come in if he had one. And yeah, Cav going into Cav. I think that Huss is gonna. Oh, I don't know. Minuteman gets popped. More reinforcing Huss. And I
Yeah.
think Ezad actually cleans this up. And Lucas's shipment has just come in now. These pikes are doing work. Like, he's going to take down this stable as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a game get called, because Ezad's also raiding on the back as well, that mine.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Lucas was so outmassed that Ezad didn't even need his pikes in the fight. He was just sieging buildings the entire time. So this is looking over. GG. LukasL resigns. Ezad takes
Unfortunate.
game number
GG.
4.
So that's 3-1, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So we're at match point.
There we go. I feel like this matchup, this is how it's like most commonly played. Like, it's Germany stays in H2 a little bit, raids, tries to get to H3, and Brit just does a timing as Germany clicks up. And it's
Yeah.
if Germany can like hold the timing or not.
Yeah, I feel like that game might just be explainable by the fact that those pikes killed like 5 Gulans for free at the beginning there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
It's
surprised.
such a bad trade. Anyway, game 5 has started, so it looks like we got LukasL playing China and Ezad playing Dakota on Colorado.
Oh, the run back.
Let's go. It's
I
another
love these
decent
fast games.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run and use the restroom just before this game.
Yeah,
I'll be
no
right back,
worries.
Lop.
All right, so Colorado. I think that's a nice. Oh, it's an interesting Lakota map if he wants to stagecoach, because the TPs are kind of all over the map. So could be vulnerable. And Ezad's going to get one of the TPs as well, and that TP is quite safe. Oh, sorry. No. Lucas is China, so Lucas is going to get one of the TPs. But I don't know. Ezad doesn't seem like much of a rusher, so we could see him maybe do a semi or yeah. Such aesthetic. It almost looks like horse feed is just a door. I'm casting with a door. Okay, we'll just wait for horse feed to get back, and then we can launch right into this game. Yeah, we'll see if Lucas can do a reverse sweep. He'll have to win 3 games in a row if he wants to do that. I mean, China, don't count it out. I wonder if Lucas is going to try to do what Ezad did in game 1 and try play H2 and kind of give Ezad a bit of his own medicine, or if he's just going to do like a standard FF thing.
So what is behind the door, Ziran? That's for only me to know.
We were saying it's like perfectly positioned.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got game 5 loaded up. So ready when you guys are. Do you want to introduce it?
Sure. Yeah, we got game number 5 here of the quarterfinals match between LukasL and Ezad. We're on Colorado, a map with 2 bluffs, kind of reminiscent of Dakota, except the TP winds. And yeah, we got Lucas on China and Ezad on Dakota. What do you think of this matchup on this map, Lop?
Yeah, I was kind of saying earlier, like, This is an interesting stagecoach map if Ezad wants to go for that, because he's not going to get 4, he's only going to get 3. And so Lucas could benefit from that, and their TPs are also like kind of awkwardly positioned all over the map, so he might have to, or he might have a hard time contesting all of them. But we also might see Lucas maybe try and give Ezad some of his own medicine and trying to play H2 like Ezad did to him.
Yeah, I feel like probably Lakota still wants to make a stagecoach play, but it's a bit different because China's also going to be getting one stagecoach TP.
Yeah, it's not going to be as effective. Do you feel like Ezad is much of a rusher?
I feel like he certainly has it in his repertoire. And moreover, I feel like there's no way to not rush in this matchup as Lakota.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think?
I agree with you. For some reason, I feel like I haven't seen Ezad rush that much. He seems more of like a timing oriented player. But
Yeah,
could be wrong. It looks like he went market open and he did get the TP. It looks. I don't know if he got hunting dogs.
oh, he did a market start, did he? Huh.
He did.
Okay, yeah, he's got dogs.
It's a nice opening for Dakota. And can we check decks?
What is that card doing there?
Medicine wheels.
Yeah, he's gonna use villagers to make healers, and then the healers will get better. They'll come in clutch around like minute 40.
It's interesting having that card, but like not for healers.
Yeah, this makes no sense.
Yeah. Has 2 war huts as well. So he might actually opt to ship that first or second.
People have
he could-
experimented with that card as Lakota. Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen a build that makes it look better or on par with some of the other standard Lakota builds, but maybe we'll see something here.
Yeah, maybe. I'm happy to be surprised. He's got all the other H2 unit shipments as well.
Let's see what
And
Lucas has got.
He went up 13
aging.
bills as well, by the way. So.
Oh wow,
fast.
how'd you get that much food? Huh. Okay, T export in for China. He's got the H3 Sega herd. Actually, you know what? That's all right. I think that's fine versus Lakota. Because the hunts on this map are not great. So
I don't even know what that card does. What does it do?
I think it ships 4 or 6 Sega to each village. Is that right? And town center. Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, that's a lot of food, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Do we see any forward vills from Lakota? Because he should be nearly aged up. I mean, China's just clicked up at 3 minutes 30. Wow, that's really late, isn't it?
That is rough, yeah. It's probably Summer Palace, yep.
He's gonna have to have like at least like 5 or 6 vills on that to have any decent age up time. Lakota's getting a TP, so yeah, I think you're right. We're gonna be getting a stagecoach play. Russia blockhouse from China as well, so yeah, or not Russia blockhouse, Russia consulate, but we're gonna be seeing the blockhouse, I'm almost certain.
Yeah, can we see what's going on with Lakota buildings and production? 2 war huts coming in, okay.
Yeah, right.
I'll be curious to see what he does with this.
So I guess is he gonna go for stagecoach then? Because it looks like he's used the 400 wood to probably get a TP, maybe a second one.
There it is.
Okay.
So that's an interesting variation. I guess the nice thing about this is that you get 2 war huts forward, which you don't normally do as Lakota. And you also don't have to use villager seconds to build it, which is actually a huge eco bonus. So it's like nominally 500 wood value, right? But think about how long it takes for villagers to walk across the map and build a war hut.
That's true.
It's probably over 700 in value.
Yeah, I think that's actually decent because I think when he would have been chopping for a war hut, he actually just chops for another TP. So he's actually going to get all 3 TPs without shipping 700 wood. Oh, but he's shipping it anyway. So maybe he wants to add like a corral or use it to make units.
Yeah, yeah, probably just units and maybe a corral. I'm very curious to see how this will work out. This seems solid. I'm not sure it's better than the standard 700 wood TP build order, but yeah, much to consider. We got steps coming up, so this is like a repeat of the situation.
This is mimicked build orders right now, except for the 2 war huts.
Yeah. It's a bit harder for the steps to get value on Colorado though, because Siberia is totally open, right? That means the steps can pop in and out, no problem. Be back in time for the fight. Less so here with the 2 giant bluffs in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of acts like a wall. Like, Lucas can really only come in from like the north or the south to try a raid, and I mean, the TPs are just going to pick it up from line of sight. So Ezad's going to probably be seeing that, but maybe he wants to siege the TPs because they've got high siege as well. Those step riders.
Yeah, that's a nice move. We'll see if he gets away with it. No, the clubs are going to force him off, I think. 3 Chukonu isn't quite enough.
He got a 10 batch of clubs out. That's quite nice if he was able to go stagecoach as well. Usually you struggle to get units out early on.
Yeah,
but
the unit prod just starts later, I guess, which is why. But anyway, yeah, we got a scuffle here. All right, but I'm going back up.
Actually, you're right, because he shipped 700 wood, so that's how he's able to.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And now he's shipping 4 axe, so yeah, he could have a really nice timing here. Although it looks like Chinese is hitting just a little bit earlier. So I think that TP might go down.
We're gonna have 20 clubs and nothing else aside from the war chief. Okay, 4 axes too.
Oh my gosh!
It's a fascinating
yeah, you're right.
comp. Maybe it'll work, man. Clubs have high base damage for a pike.
Dakota cleans this, I think. Like, yeah, Lucas really doesn't want to lose those step riders. That's kind of like keeping him in the game right now. We're clubbing tonight, man. Yeah, nice play from Ezad, and yeah, he's gonna clean that up. Doesn't want to lose all his axe riders though. Wants those club riders focusing the step riders, and he'll eventually get there after cleaning up the Quang pikemen. And yeah, Lucas is gonna be on the back foot.
Oh, Chukonu's though gonna save Lucas from getting totally wiped here, I think. Is that going to commit?
There's still 3 axe riders. I think Ezad could have stuck around there. More club warriors. So complete melee comp here for Ezad, and it seems to be paying off. Does want to get that other TP back up.
I think Lucas thinks he's playing Spain or something. I've never seen this happen, but it seems to be working. Okay, he's adding bows now. I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah, so he's added a corral as well. So 3 military production buildings all at once. That's pretty ballsy, and it looks like he's got no coin, so he's just gonna get a 1 axe rider batch. Nice timing though. He's got the Dakota soldiers as well that have just popped. Looks like he's trading for coin. So that's where he's gonna get his axe riders from.
Yeah, to a point, I think that's okay. Like if you can do it 5 times, certainly without worrying, it's worth it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Getting the TP back up again, which is nice, and China's sticking in H2 as well. But better. I don't know if it's a better build from Ezad, but he was able to execute his build better than when Lucas was playing Dakota.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, well, we got a fight coming in. All right, going for the TP again. I think Lucas has got to back up here. He can't take a fight.
Yeah, you're right. And those Takala's going to do work on those Chukanus. Yeah, lots of clubs as well, and it's just going to make the step riders just have a hard time trying to do any damage right now.
And Ezad doing a good job microing the bows onto the Keshiks. There's only 1 left. And the Axe Riders are going to town.
Yeah,
again,
exactly.
Step Riders do not trade well versus other heavy cav, if anyone doesn't know that out there.
And this is exactly what Ezad needs. Like, this is the cleanup that will allow him to get to H3 quite easily. And yeah, I think this is quite scary for China.
There's a 6 character saying that comes to mind right now. I'll let the people in chat type it.
I don't know if we can really type that though, because this series, what we've seen Lakota lose, Cloud lose. I guess we saw Aztec win, and we're gonna see Lakota win again. So maybe it's fair enough.
Yeah, things are looking rough for Lucas here. I'm not sure how he gets back into this.
Nice pops though. Actually, got the Summer Palace units just pops. Might lose a village or two. Yeah, Lucas, don't throw your units away, please.
The club raid on the villagers. Yeah, the club actually killed a villager. I saw it. Yeah, man, it's nothing left to say. This is too much Dakota mass.
Yeah, it's over. All these villagers just standing around doing nothing. And yeah, wow. So that's actually the series. Ezad takes it 4-1.
Well, that's fun. Those are quick, tight games.
Yeah. And yeah, well played to both players. Very entertaining. I loved the amount of native civs. Just being a native enjoyer myself. Yeah, best of luck to Ezad, as I don't know who he takes on next.
Let me see if I can pull the bracket up. Looks like it'll be the winner of the other series today, which he takes on, which will be Kevin
Kevin
versus
versus
Julian.
Julian.
And Julian definitely the favored of those
Yeah.
two, I think.
All right. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Well, that's the series, guys. Don't go anywhere. We've got Julian versus Kevin coming up next.
Are they right now?
They're scheduled for the top of the hour, so I think we'll probably just. That's short enough. I think we'll probably just want to keep the stream going. And let me
Yeah,
check in
just...
with the players now. Yeah, Kevin's around. Just need to check if Julian's here.
Yeah.
We could
Oh no,
probably
Julian's
hop
there.
right in.
He shared the blinds pick.
Oh yeah, there he is.
All right. Well, I don't know who else is casting with you.
So I think Kaiser Klein is scheduled.
Oh,
So
huge. Special appearance.
yeah, is Kaiser around? I think it probably makes sense to. Let's give Kaiser a few minutes, maybe,
Oh.
and keep the stream going because the players are ready. If Kaiser shows up, we can just hop into it. Anyway, I guess you're signing off, Lop.
I mean, if Kaiser doesn't show up, I'm happy to cast for another game or two.
Oh, good. Yeah. Why don't? So
I don't know.
as long as
I'm
Julian's ready.
feeling in a casting mood. Like,
Good. Good. Yeah. Why don't we first of all see if Julian's ready, and then if he is,
yeah,
I think it's probably best to hop into the next series
yeah. All right.
until
I'll be right
until
back as
Kaiser
well.
shows. All right. So again, guys, don't go anywhere. We have our next series coming up in just a moment. Top of the hour, maybe sooner.
So Kaiser's gonna join game 2, I think.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right,
welcome
nice.
back.
I can do one.
Yeah, so we're just waiting to see if Julian's ready to go. Yeah, their series was technically scheduled to start at the top of the hour, so maybe he needs a moment.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, yeah, Kevin and Julian are ready, so yeah. Kaiser Klein needs a moment, but he'll be joining after game one, I think. Okay, so we've got a Spain mirror on game one, so I guess let's
Huge.
reset the overlay here.
And do we have different maps now that we're in? No, so this is still a quarterfinal, so it's the same maps.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, game one gonna be a Spain mirror on Siberia. I feel like my spidey senses are telling me Julian's not gonna play standard Spain. I don't know. Curious to see what that looks like.
My spidey senses tell me we might see outposts on either side, and they're both going to be doing an FF timing on each other's base, and it might just be a base trade.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, Spain mirror. How is a Spain mirror played? Is it lots of rods and lances?
I honestly don't know what a Spain mirror looks like.
I think I think it's lots of rods. Because I'm pretty sure rods beat skirms in melee, at least if there's not a lot of them. And in Spain, like you don't get skirm shipments. So I think you just want to spam rods and lances early on. I think that's how it's played, or at
Sounds
least that's
believable.
that's what Shake told me. Or that they beat musks in melee as well, something like that.
Lop, do you remember who won game three? I'm trying to set up predictions.
Game
Wait, that's
three of
Ezad
Lucas
versus
v Ezad.
Lipcom. What is this? I don't know. I'm just deleting this. There were only like 10,000 channel points on that. Let me get a prediction going, guys.
Oh, Sag. Spain Mirror is def a Rodfest from the Spain main himself. Nice.
Okay, guys. Predictions up. Spain mirror. Julian versus Kevin on Siberia.
I'm actually gonna vote myself.
Go for it.
All my bets are going on Julian. Just gonna put it out there. Although Kevin was like, they were playing earlier this week, and Kevin was like winning like 3 or 4 games in a row against Julian. So, like, don't count Kevin out. Like Kevin's like, I think he could win if he has some good games.
Okay, they're in game, so we should be getting in there in just a moment.
All right. My bets are in. Get your bets in, guys. Predictions are up for another minute.
I'm running out of baguette. I need more baguette. Fuck me.
All right, Horsefeed, take it away.
Okay, here we are. Game one of the quarterfinal series. We've got Kevin versus JulianK on Siberia. Spain mirror. Yeah, curious to see what they're gonna do here. Yeah, like we said for the last series, Siberia is a really strange map. in some ways. It's huge. It's very open. There are very few pathing obstacles other than scattered patches of trees. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. What do you think, Lop?
I would love to see both players forward outpost and then FF timing, as I said before. That would be so fun. Like trying to keep track of the action happening on both sides of the map. Like the players' APM would be just going insane. But I don't know if we'll see that. I think, like as we were saying, we'll probably see a lot of rods. Yeah. Both players opening TP, which is exactly what Spain wants to do. Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see what their decks are like once they choose, which should be momentarily.
Yeah, that might be the deciding kind of factor in what strategy they're going to try pull off.
Deep in my heart, I want Julian to go for a logistician build, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Spain logistician. It's not used very much these days, is it?
I haven't seen it like ever in the past year.
I know my friend Nicias, he loves his Spain logistician in like team games. But I don't know if it's very common in 1v1s.
No, probably not.
All right. Why hasn't Kevin made a house? There we go. He's just made one. I was concerned he was going to do a 12-10, but it looks like he was waiting for that wood treasure, which I think he just picked up. Let's look at his deck. All right. So we've got a... What are they called? The Mercs in Age 3.
Armored pistoliers, yep.
Yeah, that's right. So
Don't
I
see
think
that every day.
there used to be 8 of them, but now it's 7 because it was considered quite a strong card. Yeah, that is an interesting shipment to have in a Spain deck. He's got House of Trastamara as well, so you can always ship that if he wants to get to Age 4 cheaper. But yeah, he's got the Rod cards and he's got the Rod combat cards as well. So yeah, this is going to be a Rod fest out of Kevin for sure.
You know what? The armored pistolier card is really smart because they're like a Musk with an AoE attack that also has like a bajillion melee resist, and a high health pool. So in other words, they would shred rods.
Yeah, that definitely could be a good card to send.
Let's have a look at Julian's deck, see what he's got. Got Unction in there. Interesting. So this is just a standard Supremacy deck, it looks like, judging by the name.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a special mirror deck. Okay, yeah, that looks a bit more industrial heavy than normal, but not anything crazy.
Yeah, seems like it. He's got the booming options. He had a Marvelous Year as well. So I think I've seen Julian play that in when he plays Spain. So who knows? Maybe he'll age up with a TC and try and boom.
Yeah, it's possible.
It always throws me off so much, like when my Spain player doesn't age up with like 4 Hus. Like, if I see a TC, I'm getting ready for that FF, and when I see a TC, I'm like, oh no, I've gone eco. All right, capitalism coming in for Kevin, going up with the governor. So yeah, standard outpost. 60 wood for Kevin as well. So he's chopping wood. So does that? I think he's gonna try chop for a Rax and age in transition, or maybe a market.
I think he wants that second TP. Look at where his explorer's going. Yeah, he's pull tricking with the dog. That's actually
who's gonna
pretty
get it
nice.
first? Because Julian's there as well.
Okay, Julian gets it
Julian
down.
gets it. Wait, can we check Kevin's perspective? Did he want to get that TP just by the wood he's got? He definitely wanted that TP.
Wait, Julian up with the 2 Vil 2 cow, by the way. Is that right? That's what the naturalist is?
Yeah, that is what the naturalist is. Okay, Julian's or one of them was training 2 dogs. Both the dogs go down. If Kevin trains dogs here and kills Kevin or Julian's explorer, that
late, that's
could
going
be
up,
worth
right?
it. But
Oh no!
if the TP goes up, then I don't think that's worth it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a photo finish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no way!
my.
Kevin's got to be
Wow.
pissed. They just spent
And-
all that food.
Yeah, I mean, Julian's fine with that because as soon as he clicks up, his explorer is just going to get revived. So, wow, that's going to slow Kevin down a lot.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's 240 food, right? Dogs are 80 food each.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I like this for Julian. Like, he got the TP as well. Shuffle. I think it is a big deal. Like, if you play Spain, and if you have to make dogs, like, when you're trying to get to age 3, like, it slows you down a lot. And especially in a mirror against Julian, who just got another TP over you, like, I think it actually makes a big difference, and it could actually cost him the game.
And the other thing is that Julian greeted with the 2 Vil 2 cow. And I don't know if Kevin's going to get wind of that. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, because he's going to be looking for the outpost. He might. I mean, if he doesn't find an outpost, you know, Kevin's going to be stressing. He's going to be looking for that outpost. He's going to be afraid it's like behind his base or something. But if he sees the cows, he'll know. 700 coin coming in for Kevin.
Frontovic, by the way, can we try maybe hit the 2 arrow thing? We've got a frame rate slowdown. Let's see if that makes things any better. If not, maybe we can try FPS to 60. Sorry guys, we've been having continual trouble with the playback speed here. Let's see if 60 helps things out. It doesn't look like it's
It
any
doesn't
better.
seem like it. Might just be a. Maybe we'll just have to cast this one as is. You guys can go off Rex later if you want.
I've got the game open. I'm watching, and I've got normal speed somehow. But anyway, yeah, let's return to the game for now. Yeah. So where were we? Kevin's shipping 700 wood. That's probably after 5 Vil.
I think you send 5 Vil after 700 wood. So 700 coin, 700 wood, then 5 Vil.
Yeah.
I know some people sometimes skip it, but your eco just seems so lackluster without it. It's really dependent on how much XP you get. So you want to be killing like treasure guardians and yeah.
And it looks like Kevin aged with TP and put it down in the middle. Sorry, aged with tower and put it down near the TP line. Is that right?
It looks like it. So he wants to contest that TP. He doesn't want Julian getting that advantage. Okay, so he's about to click up. What's Julian is a little bit further behind, but that's because he went up with the naturalist. So interesting, even though Kevin made 3 dogs, he's actually quite far ahead in terms of age or time. And look how many Vils he has on coin. That tells me something.
He's gonna skip 700 coin, I guess. What that means.
No, oh wait, this is Julian. Sorry, I thought we were Kevin. I thought he was going to ship the arm and pistol is, but oh my gosh, the mirrors are confusing me. Yeah, so he probably hasn't shipped 700 coin. Is that right?
Yeah, he hasn't shipped 700 coin, so he's going to be a shipment up effectively at the cost of being a bit slower.
Oh, so it's the Lionheart build. You ship 5 Vil, 700 wood, and go for more eco, but you're a bit slower. I mean, it's definitely eco focused because he went the naturalist as well, right?
That's right. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see if Kevin can do damage to take advantage of his better timing. I think Julian's in a good spot after the kind of early game setbacks that Kevin had.
Yeah. Okay. What are both players going up with? So the scout, that's for Huss, dropping a racks for Julian here. He's just gathering up that wood as well, so he's probably going to be dropping some houses. He's already got a market. And there's units on the field sieging that TP. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so rods. So he must have...
So he shipped 7 rods.
Did he ship 7 rods?
That seems questionable.
And not 5 vil? No, I don't like that.
Oh
But,
my god, he didn't ship 5 vil?
Well, okay, so
I don't know
Julian's
about
eco's
this.
a lot further ahead.
Yeah, Julian should be 5 vils ahead, I think.
Well, no, he's
not
like
more.
7 vils ahead because of the
Sorry, yeah,
major.
7. Kevin needs to like kill Julian within the next 3 minutes, I think, or this is just game over. Should be.
Yeah, I do agree with you. And yeah, we're just seeing rods in production now. That is nice, but they don't have the best siege, so we're gonna be stuck here sieging this TP for quite a while.
Yep.
Which Julian will be happy with. He wants all the time in the world.
Yeah, and Julian sees everything that's coming now.
Yeah.
He's like Kevin aged with the crossbows.
Is that what Kevin's aging with?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm
yeah.
watching on my own screen sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I got the crossbows out. And Julian's got to have a bunch of shipments banked up because of the extra TP. So, yeah, I don't know. It's Kevin's not so far, and not so close to Julian's TC. So Julian's gonna be able to get at least 1.5 of those shipments in before Kevin hits, I think, and it's gonna be rough.
Also, having the outpost on like Kevin's side means he has to walk just that bit further to get to Julian's base. It would have been nice to have it in between the 2 TPs instead of on his side, I reckon.
Yeah, that's a great point.
But yeah, it looks like Kevin's just happy to be sieging these TPs for now. It's all going to kick off when Julian hits H3, and I think he's going to dictate how this match kind of gets played.
Okay, there's age up for Julian. 2 Falc coming out first makes sense.
The only thing I'm concerned with Julian is he's not going to have enough units to protect his Falcs. Like, especially because he aged up with the Huss as well. He's not really going to be able to use those against all these rods.
Yeah, I guess his thought was just that he could raid with them, maybe. Even that seems, I don't know, risky.
Yeah, but
Let's see what he does.
It looks like he's raiding. I do see those blue units moving across the map. Or... yeah, I think he'll go raid with those. And he's making skirms as well. I don't know, he's not going to have enough skirms to really cover or protect his Falcons. I think Kevin can really just dive in. And oh, it's nice that Kevin sees those Huss as well. With the outpost line of sight.
What the fuck? How can make more units than me?
Oh, I think Julian wants to wait around the outpost to try catch the Falcons. That's why he's running around. Can we check Kevin's perspective? I wonder if he's shipping Falcons, or maybe he's just gonna be happy to ship rods or even lances. But I think Kevin really wants to dive in right now. Obviously, he doesn't know what Julian's got, but I think Kevin can take a great fight.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of needs to. Like, Kevin should know that he didn't ship 5 vills, so he's got to make something happen.
Yeah, and we're getting the vet up for the rods from Julian. And he's shipping rods. So I think that timing where Kevin could have made something happen is slowly closing, which is a shame. We've got... so vet rods on the way for Kevin as well. But his shipments seem so lackluster. It looks like he's got 5 lances as well. Like, he can still definitely make something happen here. He just needs to find Julian's units, and I think Julian's just going to be hiding those for now. Or maybe... Oh, if he gets those
Oh, that
Falcons,
little pocket.
that's
That's
such
so
a
nice.
nice position. Kevin can't dive into that. I really hope he
No.
doesn't. Wow. Oh, Julian's so good at this type of stuff. Like nestling his Falcons, like, in those, like, little pockets. It just makes them impossible to, like, pick off. Like, it almost makes you want to make calls. I guess Kevin will just ship his own and they'll just Falc trade, is the other option.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that 2-vil 2 cow age up. I guess Julian might have been thinking that the extra outpost in base maybe makes that safer. Or maybe this is all about Kevin as a player and his assessment. I don't know. But yeah, at any rate, Julian's definitely ahead at this point. Like, Kevin poked in, saw that he couldn't do anything, and now he's just far, far behind in eco.
Yeah. I think Julian's just tends to be a greedier player, and maybe that's why he went up with those 2 Vils. Or maybe he's done his homework and he thinks like 2 Vils could be good in a mirror where he knows his opponent's gonna go for like the governor age up. But it looks like Julian wants to push the agenda right now, and I like this from him. He's got a lot of cav, but reinforcing units for Kevin, we could see a showdown. Although Julian does have 2 Falcons and Kevin doesn't, so I think Kevin wants to wait for his Falcons to come in. All right. Yeah, so Kevin, he's actually making lances. I don't know if... I guess that's fine. Like, it's either rods or lances, I feel.
The one thing I guess Kevin does have going for him is that Julian hasn't had a TP for a while. I think probably the XP curve is still a bit better for Julian, but that was a bit of eco damage he did.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, Falc's coming in for Kevin now. Yeah, it kind of all comes down to how this next fight goes with the Falc War.
Yeah, Kaleli in chat saying, why didn't Kevin even build that TP? Bit weird. I agree.
Yeah, I like Julian's position here. He's going, yeah, all in on rods, which I like. He's just going to be able to protect those Falcs. Yeah, kind of zone out any cav that wants to get on top of the Falcs.
Has Kevin got Falcons in?
I think he's sending them, but he might be sending them to his TC instead of the outpost.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be wise to ship it to the TC right now. Okay, so Skirm's here for Kevin as well. So they have the exact same unit comp, but Julian has like 8 more Vils or something. The exact same score though. So I guess Kevin has more units. It looks like it. And Julian has more eco. So yeah, it'll be interesting how this fight turns out. Oh, Vil's gonna go down. They definitely want to be shipping rod combat pretty soon. Like, both players have like 30 or 40 rods. Okay, here we go. The 2 Falcs are unpacking for Kevin. They just want to trade. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Kevin nearly took down both of Julian's Falcs with his still left alive, but it looks like he might keep one alive because I think Julian's misfired or something like that. But yeah, we got... Oh, it's just a slaughter fest of rods and lances, and
I can't tell what's going on.
Kevin has the advantage. He's got a Falc left over, but I think Julian just has more units.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it probably just
Kevin
comes
does
down
have
to
a
that
Falcon
eco
Life
lead.
still.
He does have a Falcon Alive, and there's a lot of lances actually here for Kevin. And actually, I think Kevin's I think he's got to clean this
Kevin
up.
doing it. Oh my god, it really didn't look like that's how it would go.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was going to go, but yeah, Kevin is cleaning this fight up. He's just got to push now after this. He's got to make the most of his military lead and do some damage quickly. Otherwise, Julian's just going to scale. Oh, and actually, Julian's going to call it. Wow. GG.
Yeah, Kevin takes game number 1. Wow, I don't know what the hell just happened in that fight.
Yeah, I think it was probably Kevin. His Falc stayed alive. For some reason, I think Julian's. Maybe it's because Kevin's Falcs were mixed in with all his units that the area damage, like his other units absorbed some of the damage or something, so it didn't fully affect the Falc. I'm not sure, or maybe Julian just misclicked. But yeah.
I honestly could not parse what was happening in the fight, but it looked to me like maybe Julian wasn't microing as much as he might have. Anyway.
Wow. Kevin taking game 1.
A brief bit of housekeeping. So, Frontavik, I don't know what's going on with the game speed, but it seems like when I observe, it's okay. So, I don't know. We could try and debug. But it looks like I would be able to cast these 2 without a game delay. I mean, on the prod side, I'd be able to obs. So, maybe we should switch over. It's so frustrating they haven't fixed this in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me when you're ending stream and I'll begin immediately. Okay, let's make the switch.